Hello, hello everyone, welcome to the Metal Galaxy. So we have seen Motionsickness a few times in action, we have connected a few times, but this is the first time that we are chatting with each other, so hello. And guys, can you introduce yourself now to the Metal Galaxy fans?
We're Motionsickness. My name is Bonnie. This is Jack. Oh, sorry, I'm the singer. This is Jack, our bassist, and this is Cara, our guitarist.
Nice, and you're making people motion sick?
I'm motion. Oh, well, the name Motion Sickness came from because I actually suffer from motion sickness. So it just became a joke, and we ended up calling the band.
That's the name. So let's now go about Smile.
About Smiles.
Yeah, Smile. It was released in June. Your EP.
Oh, Smile, you're on camera. Yes, our
Yeah,
EP.
a long time ago. That you forgot.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. What would you like to know?
So, how did you feel about the release? Can you tell us a bit about the Smile?
Yeah, well, we were all really excited. So when we recorded the EP, Jack actually hadn't joined the band yet. So it was myself, Cara, and our previous drummer, Neil. And we went to Track Mix in Blanchardstown, and we had a great time. Like, we recorded all of the, like, just kind of the songs that we can play around with, different sounds, and a lot of the songs came out quite different to what we originally thought they would. You know, there was a lot more harmonies.
So how different would you say?
Well, just, you know, when you go into the studio, you kind of...
it's hard to have an expectation.
Yeah, because everything... You'll hear something and you'll go, hang on a minute, I want to change that. Like, I was sitting there listening to the vocals over and over and over again when the Ghost track was done, and I was like, oh, I need to put another harmony here. And even still now, when I listen back to the EP, I say to you all the time, there's harmonies that I'm really angry at myself that I didn't put into the EP.
Right.
But the good thing about that is that it shows growth. So when we go into the studio next, which we will be hopefully in January, we'll be going in to record a few singles. It means once we have those recorded, you can see how much we've improved and how much further we've gotten compared to our first release, which we still love our EP, and we hope people still listen to it.
But we have way more exciting stuff on the way as well.
We have very exciting things
I hope to get my hands on the EP. I love it, and I think you can be too harsh on yourself, as you just started 1 year ago, something like that. You are quite new in the scene.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
About that,
yeah, about a year and a half.
And you are rocking on, like you are on Port Least, I think, newspaper, and now you are supporting like Ira Green, who is traveling all the way. So how does it feel to have this, like, supporting like this big of a headliner so early on?
No, it's fantastic. Excuse me, meeting all these new musicians, and like since we started gigging, you know, it's just you meet so many different people and so many interesting people and so many talented people, and it's always fantastic because it doesn't matter whether you meet them once, twice, 3 times, you always end up, like, if you ever see them again, you're like, I played a gig with you, and, you know, you click like that, and it's brilliant, you know, it's great to have connections. Especially, like, you know, I've heard Ira Green's stuff, and she's fantastic.
The industry in Ireland is just so small.
Yeah, so everybody knows each other.
Small. So after, we're only doing this a short amount of time, but we know nearly everybody in the industry at this stage.
Who doesn't love Motionsickness? You're one of the greatest, like, great crack, as we call it, but as well, like, extremely talented. And I think you, Cara, are lucky with Bonnie, because with Jack as well, but I love Bonnie vocals because they have a lot of versatility, but I love the way how she sings and so on. And I see potential there. I would say, like, it reminds me of Cobra a lot, this Live Jack Roll, like.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Girls School, so the bigger bands, so I definitely look forward to it. So
thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're rocking on. So
trying to.
So you're so in the next album. So any name you can share, or can you tell us what will be different than your first album with?
Everything's a little hush-hush at the moment, but we have, all I can say is that we've got a lot of different stuff to what we did in the EP. We've a lot more...
we're going to be a lot year.
Yeah, it's a lot broader.
It's a lot more mature.
We've got some, more mature.
You're maturing,
We're maturing, like, as musicians, we're maturing.
Lyrically and instrumentally as well. There's a lot of there's going to be more vocals, not just from myself, but from the guys as well. A lot of backing and cool harmonies, and we're going to work together vocally. And our bassist over here, Jack, he's got a couple of songs hidden under his sleeve that we're hopefully going to work on in the next while.
But that's all very hush-hush.
All very hush-hush, so we're keeping everything...
Jack, can you tell a bit more about the songs that you're working on, or...
So so the songs we have at the moment, like even like talking about the growth as well, like the bass lines now are, for me, just personally, are different to the recording. So bringing that to the table as well, and
you added loads of new stuff.
Yeah, my own influence coming in as well. So structurally, the songs are different.
And what's your influence then?
My biggest influences are Cliff Burton and Metallica.
Oh. So you're moving a bit away from the punk alternative.
Not really. It still has the core of what makes the band, but it's all been
We've all got like very broad influences, which is why when we come together we have such a unique sound, because Jack has a much more metal, rock and roll, classic influence, whereas Bonnie has a very classical but also alternative influence, where I have more of a punk influence. So when we bring that together, it becomes something completely new. And which is great, because what Jack will write a song and we all put our own into that, which makes it like a classic rock alternative song. If I write a song, it comes out like an alternative punk song. If Bonnie writes a song, it comes out like
a fucking ballad. It's usually like
a rock ballad. Or
you'll hear it perfectly on our next single coming out on the 1st of November.
Empty Pockets. But you played it in Workman's Club, right?
Yes,
we did.
I have to be honest here. It's my favorite song.
No, a lot of people have said that.
I love your vocals.
Like with us in particular as well. The way when people will come up to me and be like, "Oh, your voice is great" or whatever, and I'm like, "Yeah," but at the same time, every song that we've written, like whether I've written it, I've only written a couple. Cara writes the majority of the lyrics and the instrumentals and all of that kind of stuff. I just kind of put my little twist on vocally, which if those songs weren't there, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? So I put a lot of credit towards Cara for the amount of work that she puts into the band. I think she really makes Motionsickness what it is. I just add my voice to it. You know what I mean? Like that's how I view it myself. Like, and I'm not to put myself down either. I think I do a great job. And me and Cara have always worked really well chemistry-wise. You know what I mean?
You're great.
This is the thing. If the three of us didn't have each other, we wouldn't be what we are.
Yeah, and whether I
write, this is it. Whether I write most of the songs or not, if I didn't have you guys to put that forward, we wouldn't be.
Like, since Jack joined the band, it's felt really tight knit. Like, and he's added like every time there's a new song that comes around, or a song that we played for years, he'll come up with this bass line. And like he'll just play it at a rehearsal, and we'll just go, "Oh, that's sick! That's so good!" And then I beg you to keep shit like that you've made. Sorry, excuse my language, but to keep stuff that you've done, and it just like we all just work so well together.
If we didn't have each other, especially the three of us, if we didn't have each other, we wouldn't be Motionsickness.
No.
With Jack bringing in his own creative flair, Bonnie bringing in her awesome vocals and lyrics, and Jack bringing in his lyrics too. We all bring in our own thing, which makes us Motionsickness. Exactly. Whether one of us writes or one of us sings or one of us plays or whatever, at the end of the day, if we didn't all have our own contributions, we wouldn't be what we are.
Yep, definitely agree.
Yeah.
100%.
And your gigs are great crack. Last time shoes were flying. So what are we expecting this time?
Every performance we give everything we have. Yeah. So you should always expect the best from us.
I usually feel dizzy after our last song at every set, because we'll get to a stage at the end of the set. I'm like, right, this is it now. I'm sick of this now. I'm putting everything into this song, and I'll be sitting on the ground and I'll be looking at the stage lights and be like, oh my god.
So
we're nearly done. But it's always great crack.
Like, every moment on stage, it feels like, I don't know, it's like adrenaline. Or like you're in a different planet or something.
Because I feel like a new person.
You feel like a new person when you're up. But when you're on stage, you're putting your whole heart and soul into your performance, because that's everything you believe in and everything you've created and everything you've put your whole soul into it. So all of that is coming out to this crowd in front of you, and it doesn't matter who's there, whether it's one person or 40 people. You're putting your everything into it. You're putting your heart and soul into it.
It's also like I find none of us would be the people we are without the band, and it makes us who we are.
We were born to perform.
We were born to perform. I know we were all meant to be on a stage. We were all meant to be heard. We were all meant to kind of give a message to people, and that might sound a bit cringe. I don't know, but that's how I feel.
It's true,
I feel like we have a lot to say. I know I have a lot to say, and I know you have a lot to say, and so do you. Like we have a lot to give, and we've only given this much.
Yeah,
we have so much more that we haven't had the chance to put out there yet because of obviously certain circumstances. But we have so much to give to the world, and we just want the opportunity to give it.
Yeah, exactly.
And tonight is one of those opportunities, which is fantastic. But
very exciting.
Very exciting. But we have so much to give, and we give it with everything we have.
It's only the tip of the iceberg, and there's just so much more, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, so excited.
And I feel there's nothing to tip this interview unless you have any tip, any last words to share.
Well, obviously our single Empty Pockets will be released on November 1st, which we are so excited about because it is one of our... I wrote the song and it's one of my proudest creations. I'm so happy with that song. Jack's added in our songs. He makes them what they are. He's a fantastic producer. He's a fantastic mixer. And our previous drummer, Neil McAvoy, he's fantastic. He helped us write our songs. He wrote
drum tracks for all of the songs.
Yeah, and he did great in the studio. He helped us so much. Unfortunately, he isn't with us right now anymore. He's moving on and doing things with Vendetta Love at the moment.
So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, see you. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe and like as more content is coming up. And as well, more content is coming up from Motionsickness. So see you. Bye.
Bye, guys.